today.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Hodgins in motion. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Finch. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. You look at this Niner defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
Here comes the Rams punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a peek at a guy with a lot of experience. His 9th year now in the NFL under center.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much. I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year. 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade of the 2020s, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get through a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer for you?
It would. It absolutely would. And I realize we're not comparing apples to apples because of the length of regular seasons. But if you think back to the 1972 Dolphins, they were 14-0 in the regular season. 3 wins made them a Super Bowl champion, so they were 17-0 total. Imagine getting through 17 now and then continuing on and winning the Super Bowl. They're an all-timer team already for me.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 36 yards. And the Niners are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And taken right on the 30. There he goes, left side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. It's a punt return score of 70 yards. And the Niners are able to strike. L.A. readies for its next possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They're going to look to throw. And that one complete to Hodgins. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he's up to the 43. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And His throw here is going to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Back to throw, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. You see Purdy. He's going to shift him around. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. So the moment is finally at hand. What a season, CD. His 29th rushing touchdown of the year. No one in the history of the NFL has had more in a single season, and congratulations to him. What an achievement.
We certainly had the feeling early in the year, maybe week 2 or 3, where we talked to each other and thought this could really turn into something. But I don't know if either of us thought we'd get to this point. Maybe the best season ever by a running back in NFL history.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
First target, first catch, and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2nd down and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Purdy now to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Purdy. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy will look to throw again here. That's Samuel, caught left side. He'll get it to the 40. He broke a tackle there, but couldn't get much further. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Purdy looking to throw. He's going to have the first down and then some. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this. And we get it, no time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Here's Samuel. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. A handoff. McCaffrey running right. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. From the 21, here's the 2nd down and 6. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. That is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. On first down, Finch.
Done a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Finch. And a short gain down to about the 33. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Left side here, caught by Clay. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got it.
And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. It again sometime. Maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Ball. 2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
77 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And he'll be taken. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd down and 8. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have extra plays, harder to move it.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
They'll look to throw again. It's complete to Snead. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the 49ers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So the victory here for San Francisco.
And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out